meet with you soon. Let's move forward, okay? So we are moving forward. Hedge funds and mutual funds are actively increasing long positions in the US stocks. So you see they are buying US stock markets, okay? US stock market is going down and they keep buying it, right? Now on X, they're discussing story about failed crypto investment. Anyway, look, I'm not really fond of cryptocurrency market myself, okay? So I don't really discuss much about crypto, but I still post for those of my clients that are interested in crypto market. I still post some analytical information in there. So I'm not going to read a lot about it now, but if you wish to learn about crypto, or you buying, selling crypto, or trading crypto, holding crypto, like I said, just follow me on Telegram and you will take it there. Now, in trading, they say what goes up must come down and what goes down must go back up. Okay, something interesting that I made there. So this was on the 14th of March. Okay, that was Friday, 14th of March. Okay, so I took that screenshot from Finviz, okay, and you can see the currencies like NZD and New Zealand dollar gone up by 146%, Australian dollar by 137, British pound by 0.96%. They all gone down versus US dollar. So this basically means that the US dollar gone up and they all gone down, okay? So now, Friday the 13th, you see that was the 13th, Friday 13, right? Left Forex looking spicy. That's what happened on Friday. So that's that just means one thing: buy the deep opportunity loading for Monday. Okay, who's ready? That's what I was asking on the 14th of month. Okay, and then let me just the Iran war. Yes, more unpopular. Anyway, let me Dubai Real Estate Index. You see, Dubai Real Estate Index drops down by 32% since the start of an Iranian conflict. Now, for those of you that's probably heard about, people buying a lot of, let's say, properties in Dubai and stuff, you see, the index was going up so much in the past and dropped down by 32%. It means that the prices for the properties in Dubai dropped down dramatically. Okay, that's what it means. That's why the index dropped, because the price index, okay, of the Dubai properties, okay, Dubai. Was basically known for, let's say, people investing their money or buying and investing in the property market. But now it's dropping down a lot. United States keep printing money in order to repay their fast growing debt. For those of you that don't know or don't understand, but United States keep printing money. When they print money, it means that they increase the availability of money in the circulation, and that's why the money drop in value, because there's more dollars printed, the less value they have, okay, in simple language. Now, this is the thought of the day. If money has no purpose, it quickly finds a random expense. Every sum should know its role: protection, growth, or an important purchase. Again, you see all my thoughts of the day that I'm posting in there. It's all about like controlling your finances or considering your finances, right? Considering your capital, how to consider it, how to use it, okay? Because every dollar, every spare dollar that you have on your saving account or under your pillow or under your mattress, I don't know where you keep your free money, every dollar, as I always say to my clients, it must be considered by you as your employee, okay? And you should send that employees every day to work. So when you send money to work, I mean that you invest that money. So when you invest that money, it's like you're sending your employees to work. So whatever the money, free money you have, this money should be working. They should be invested. And that money, that employee should be bringing you that something back in return, right? They should bring you obviously some money back. That's obviously your return on your investment anyway. So saying all that, okay, this is, like I said, the thought of the day, how I basically consider money and how I treat money myself also. Another day now, 16th of March, okay? 16th of March, key events for the whole week. Like I was explaining before, okay, every week I'm posting the most important key economic reports that will be coming a week ahead. Okay, so I'm posting them ahead of the day of the week so that you can be prepared. Okay, and I'm showing here like what the prices were starting at the beginning. And look here, something that I was showing you like 2 minutes ago, right? What was happening on Friday, 13th of March, and what happened on the 16th of March. Okay, the next week. So as I was showing you and I was telling you, okay, in trading, they say what goes up must come down and what goes down must go up. So Friday, the 13th, left Forex looks spicy. That was my post on Friday. That just means one thing, buying the opportunity for long on Monday, okay? So that was my post, and I'm showing you later on Monday, because that's already Monday, 16th of March, okay? I'm showing you what happened the next, basically, okay, by the next day when the market opened. You see, New Zealand dollar here was losing, okay, let me show you. New Zealand dollar was losing 146% on Friday, and then by Monday, it's already gone up by 0.78%. So it's gone down a lot, but by start of Monday, it already started at the highest, so it's gone up, so it's recovered a lot. You understand? Recovered like half of a drop. And the same, you see AUD, GBP, Euro, same way that they're going, AUD, GBP, Euro. So if you know that, okay, if you know that by the time something like this happens, okay, on Friday, you know that on Monday, these assets have a very good potential of rebounding back. So if you open some trades, let's say by Friday evening, okay, basically expecting that the price will, expecting that the price now it's a lower space, okay, and by Monday is gonna go higher, there's obviously another opportunity for you. Do you understand that? Do you understand what you need to do in order for you to be able to be a step ahead? You need just to check what happened today, let's say tonight, if you want to take advantage of something tomorrow, okay? Because that's again what you can be taking in advantage, that type of knowledge, and trade it later. So understanding that is another significant advantage that I'm giving you. Okay, now if you have any questions regarding that, okay, ask me on my Telegram. Okay, contact me there and I will explain to you more detail. Now, some more signals: Euro, Australian dollar, okay, was sell now. In New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, buy now recommendation. Euro, GBP, buy now recommendation. Now, also, as I was explaining to you before, every week I'm posting, let's say, weekly reports on all the signals that I'm providing. A weekly report that is showing you all the signals that we're giving you through that week. Okay, and they're giving you the outcome of each signal. Let's say this plus 26 pips, this plus 97 pips. How many pips this basically signals were delivering, okay? And you can see some basically trades gone down and they hit their stop loss, like losing that amount of pips. But then you calculate the total amount of pips that's been created within the whole month, and it's 698 pips. As I told you before, every pip could represent $1, $10, okay, or even $1,000, depending on the amount of your trade. So 698 pips could make you $698 if your pip value was just $1 per pip, okay, with a very small trade, or it could make you $6,980, or it could make you $69,000, right? Or it could make you like $6,980,000, right? Depending on the capital that you possess. But this is just for you to see what's the ratio, okay? 14 signals, okay, out of 17. That's made you money. Very good accuracy. You're probably gonna agree with me. So if you subscribe on my Telegram channel, you're going to get access to that signals and you can take advantage of them, okay, and trade them, okay. Let's move forward now. So moving forward, major central banks meeting in this week. So you see, all these central banks were meeting, okay, on that week. And when central banks meeting, of course, they discuss they possibly either hike or either the cut of interest rates. But considering the situation in Iran, they were basically meeting to discuss possible hike of interest rate, basically because the inflation is expected in the whole world to skyrocket. Now, some more signals: Euro JPY buy now, financial forecast from Goldman Sachs, okay, 3.5 trillion. That's the amount Goldman Sachs analysts estimate as the potential for a possible sharp rise in the stock markets. You see, I told you that the stock market dropped down. We just discussed that. We just checked that together, right? And it was basically the whole picture was in red, okay? And you see, Goldman Sachs expects that 3.5 trillion of dollars may shift back to the stock market, okay? Should probably the conflict in Iran is. So it's again a good opportunity to buy the dip. So take advantage of that. Okay, keep in mind that it might be something that can change your life. Okay, who knows? Now, the U.S. national debt is expected to nearly double over the next decade, rising to $64 trillion. So you see how the U.S. national debt keeps going, right? Now they still able to repay that. So they basically spend billions and billions of dollars every year just to repay the interest on that debt. But $64 trillion dollars, guy. Okay, it's the amount. It's an amount that you cannot, first of all, even imagine. Now you cannot imagine such an amount. So I don't believe that this money can be ever paid out. Okay, $64 trillion in debt. I don't believe so. So I believe that it's easier for the U.S. is just to call for a default on that debt, okay, and then start from scratch, okay. And like I said, that's why the financial crisis is imminent, because at some point this money has to be paid off. And now, like I said, they are able to repay the debt by paying this interest. But at some point, the debt will be that big that even the money they generating now will not be able to cover the debt, okay, the debt repayments. That's where the default starts. And by like you can see now, $64 trillion is already something that, all right, it's very difficult to even think of, okay, such an amount. So keep in mind that this might be another sign of a possible correction in the market, of a possible financial crisis, okay? Morgan has presented a table showing that historically and statistically, geopolitical drawdowns in the S&P do not last long and are better to buy. You see, that's exactly what I was telling you. Look, these are just the geopolitical different tensions and how much the S&P 500 gone up later. You see, by 25%, by 36%, by 32%. So in about, let's say, 12 months, right? In 6 months. So it means that if you're investing, let's say, in the stock market, for you, it's a good recommendation to buy the dip. And that's what my trading recommendations says here anyway. Okay, buy the dip opportunity. Now, moving forward, okay, the level of cash on Berkshire Hathaway balance sheet continues to hit new records. The company is still refraining from a significant purchase in the U.S. stock market. Now, look at this. This is very interesting because in early May 2025, Buffett, it's about Warren Buffett. Now, if you never heard about Warren Buffett, for those of you that don't know who Buffett is, it's a legendary investor, Warren Buffett, okay, and he's very well known for, let's say, investing in the stock market and being like a stock market guru. Okay, so the guy is, has a company called Berkshire Hathaway. Okay, that was one of the best, let's say, investment houses in the world. Okay, so they now have a cash of about $380 billion. And what that means? It means that if they keep that cash, it means that they don't see a good opportunity to invest, right? And they keeping that so much cash. Okay, imagine if the market drops down. Imagine the market goes to, let's say, to a crash, and a lot of, let's say, companies drop down in value. Who's gonna go there and start buying their dip? You see? You can already understand who's going to go with that capital and start buying the dip, because they expect something big to happen. They expect something big to happen in the market. So that something basically can happen. And once that big happens, okay, they're going to go there to buy the dip. And once they're going to buy the dip, they have a lot of cash to do so. Okay. That's why they're keeping that money in cash, so that can be liquid. And by the time something happens, they can go and buy without waiting to, let's say, cash out from somewhere else. Now, some more outcome of signals. Euro JPY 34 pips and running, okay, NZD CAD 30 pips and still running, okay. So like I said, some outcome of the signals that I'm providing on my Telegram. So subscribe to my Telegram here and you don't miss other signals, because they're very accurate. So if you want to make money on signals on my Telegram, you can find them, okay? But don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, because on my YouTube channel, I'm posting not just the signals, but also the most important things that create opportunities in the market, okay? Again, another video on Bitcoin and stuff. Now, 17th of March, okay? That's how the 17th of March was starting. Okay, the prices for gold and other assets, you can check it later. Some more signals for the day, okay? AUD JPY sell, Canadian JPY sell, right? NZD USD sell, Australian and New Zealand dollars strengthen on rate hike expectations. So Australian dollars, New Zealand dollars, okay, getting stronger because they're expecting that the interest rate hikes gonna be taking place in that companies. Okay, you can read the trading recommendation. What is better to buy? You see AUD USD, NZD USD is good to buy because when the price is getting higher, okay, the interest rate, I mean, going higher, the price of the currency gets stronger. Financial forecast from Goldman Sachs, 3.5. This is something, by the way, okay, this is something that we check already. Interactive brokers rise in retail trading reports, okay? So again, a lot of retail. The company averages daily revenue from trading operations for about 4 million units, okay? The February of this year, Interactive Brokers Group reported an increase in retail client activity, reaching nearly 4.4 million daily trades. Now, Interactive Brokers is one of the brokerage firms, okay? So they're saying that they have a huge increase in retail accounts, in retail activity. It means that a lot of people like you, for example, going into the capital markets, trying to approach the capital markets and to make money. That's also something that we checked in the beginning of this, let's say, video today when it was about Forex and CFDs brokers. They also encounter a huge increase in the account growth. Now, the positive correlation between the U.S. big tech stocks has fallen to its lowest level in the last decade. Okay, so that's another analytical data that you may want to find there. I'm not just focusing much now because, like I said, it's been already like 1.5 hours of this session going. All right, so let's go next. Euro AUD, some results for the day. Okay, some results for the day as well, 61 pips. Now, we're talking now about 17th of March. That's the middle of the conflict. Okay, I was posting a video. Okay, why can the world most powerful navy ensure safety within 21 miles? You see, that's Strait of Hormuz is so, let's say, a thin line, but even the U.S. cannot do that, right? Currently, the number of home sellers in the U.S. exceeds the number of buyers by more than 600,000. You see, so those that selling their houses are twice more than those that are buying their house, right? That are ready to buy. So it means that a lot of people sell and there's not much of them to buy. NVIDIA, okay, continues to break record. Okay, you know, NVIDIA, the biggest AI technology company, right? Keeps going higher. Good opportunity to trade larger financial assets by performing over the last 3 months. Okay, so you can see here also gold, NVIDIA, silver, Apple, Google, Microsoft. Okay, the list of the most advanced, let's say, assets that's in the last 3 months. You can take some of them into your arsenal if you wish to follow, right? Now, okay, number of countries by citizens' involvement in the securities markets. Okay, so you can see in the US, right, most of people, more than 55% of people, are invested in the stock market. So it means that they are the participants of the whole stock market. Okay, and you can see by countries, and find your own country and let me know from which country you are. Okay, so put down in comments from where you are now, and we will see in which country basically you are, the percentage over there. Now, the 18th of March, some more signals for the day. Euro JPY sell. Okay, NZD Canadian buy now. CHF JPY sell now. Okay, and then Euro JPY. Okay, we see the outcome of the same signal, 27 pips. Euro US dollar sell now. Now we're talking about. We're coming to the 18th of March. 18th of March, JP Morgan forecast gold to go to 6,300 by the end of 2026. Okay, so that's where they're expecting the gold to go. And as you could see on my screen, I was showing you the gold previously. Let me quickly look at gold with you now. If you look at gold price now, you see the gold price now at 4,600. So they expect that it may go to 6,000. So we are talking about an opportunity of gold of increasing by about 1,500 in value, right? 1,500 in value. In order for you to be able to trade it, all you need is just to take advantage and then basically maybe buy some gold now. By the way, if you go and check my last video on YouTube, I was recording yesterday, you can see the opportunity on how much you can make with gold. If you buy it now with this price, okay, you can see the the potential return, and it's just give you an idea. It's about 10,000% return. that you're expecting to make should you go and buy gold now with your leverage. Okay, so if you don't understand what I'm talking about, check my video on my YouTube and you will understand the opportunity with buying gold, okay, and how much you can possibly make on that. So subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss this type of opportunities that I'm always showing there. But at the same time, also check on my videos on my YouTube so that you can learn a lot, okay, that will help you a lot in your trading later. Now, moving forward, okay, so let's move forward. We're going and we move forward. We go to, let's say, some outcome of signals. Okay, Euro CHF 42, you see, like log some profits and move your stop loss to break even. Okay, some more educational videos, okay, about my academy. Now, outcome of that signals giving on the same day, on the 18th of March. Okay, outcome. Now, this is the thought of the day. Okay, so money loves the long distance. The sooner you start thinking about the future, the easier it becomes. Okay, so there's nothing more to add. Okay, please let me know if you agree on that. If you're saving money for future. Okay, if you love to save money, let's say, if you're saving now. Okay, let me know about that first, and let me know about your goal. What are you saving for? Right, that's also important to know. Maybe I can help you to save faster. Okay, with some trading. Now, some more signals for 19th of March. You can get access to that signals by joining my Telegram channel, as I said. So please subscribe to my Telegram, okay, so you can get instant signals, okay, every day and take advantage of them so that you can possibly make money on that as well. You can see outcome of signal running at profits, okay, so log some profits. You see USD JPY also 151 pip in profit, right? Huge, congratulations. Right, here you go, right? On the 18th, the signal that I was giving 69 pips in profit. So again, this is the outcomes of that signals, 44 for the euro US dollar, right? So if you, like I said, follow me on my Telegram, you get access to that signals and you take advantage of that. You see Brent oil, and we're talking now 19th of March, already $115. Okay, $115 by the 19th of March for the Brent. Now, traders are now pricing in free ECB, right? European Central Bank rate hikes this year with 75% probability. And in UK also, okay, so the traders now anticipating that's going to be at least free, right? Bank rate hikes this year in the UK and in euro. Just for you to understand, it means that the euro and the British pound, and of course other countries where they expect to increase the interest rate hikes, like let's say Australia or New Zealand, right? These currencies are expected to go up in value, to get stronger, just so you understand. So when you read something like interest rate hike is expected to happen, it means that the currency may get stronger, right? So if you buy it now, it can go up in value. Keep that in mind. That's an opportunity for you again. Now, if you don't understand how that works, or if you need some help, okay, write me down in comments, all right? And I'll help you to figure it out. And I will tell you when to expect this interest rate hikes to happen and how to actually take advantage of that. So please contact me and I'll help you to figure it out together, face to face. That's how I work with my clients anyway, okay? Great. So let's move forward. Okay. AUD and ZD. Okay. 37 pips in profit. Okay. Lock some profits and move forward. Okay. Now we go national debt of the US $39 trillion. We just discussed that previously. Huge national debt. Okay. Very unlikely to repay that. Now, okay. That's how the 20th of March started. Okay. You can check the prices. Let's say what the prices at that time. You can see that the price of Brent oil was $107 back then. Okay, and then you see some signals for the day. USD CAD sell. Okay, sell now. AUD CHF sell now. GBP CAD sell now. Right. Gold XEU USD sell now. Okay, and then you see the outcome of signals. Okay, so 47 pips running for the British pound. Okay, lock some profits. Okay, congratulations and stuff. Epic Fury, now epic blind fury, right? Says The Economist. That's the cover of the operation in Iran. Okay, now a bit more signals for that day and results. GBP 90 pips. Okay, some more results, 43 pips from the signals that I was showing you now. So if you subscribe to my Telegram channel, you get the signals and you can see how accurate they are, because I'm providing later. Okay, same day I'm providing the outcome of each signal. Okay, and then by the end of each month, each week, sorry, by the end of each week, I also post the weekly report. So this was a report between 60 to 20 a month, right? It's a weekly signals report. You can see all the signals that we're giving to you through that month, and you can see, okay, what signals were delivering, okay, which signals were going in plus, which signals going in minus, and you can see how many pips you created through that week. So if you would be following that signals, you made the 16,000 pips in value. As I was explaining to you before, every pip could represent, let's say, 10 cents. It could be $1. It could be $10, $1,000. But let's say that your pip value represents only $1 per pip. Now, 16,000 pips that you made within 1 week could make you $16,000, right, in potential profit, right, because of that amount of pips. So that could be 16,000, that could be 160,000 if your pip value would be, for example, I don't know, like $10, right, $100, sorry. So that could be the amount of pips that you could have made, and you see out of 17 signals, 14 were in profit, right? So just 3 of them were in a loss. So 82% accuracy level, which is very